Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link, and we're back in Rowenia? Anyways, there's kind of a little secret here, and so I went ahead and found it. In some of the empty rooms in some of the towns, you actually have these little hints, and this is just pointing to you that, pointing out to you that the road east of Naburu leads straight to, well, it actually leads straight to the Palace on the Sea, which you can see right here. And it's kind of obvious, really, because the road just kind of goes nowhere, and they give you the boots telling you can walk on water, so you're obviously going to try it out, so... Oh well. Now up here, there's a, there's a little secret. Not a one-up or anything, but it's something important. That's a red jar. I don't know why they give you a red jar here. I mean, the town is so close by, I don't know why you would need a red jar, but anyways, you got one if you needed one, you know? I guess if you're severely underleveled, but... Anyway, the fairy flute will get rid of the river devil. And really, the river devil's not gonna attack you or kill you or anything. It's just like a natural barrier. Kind of like the boulders, you know? I mean, you can run into it all you want, but you're not gonna be able to do anything. You know, it's not gonna kill you, so... Or if you remember, one of the townsfolk in one of the older towns said the river devil eats whatever, eats enemies or eats hamburgers. I don't know what it said. I can't remember. But it's not exactly true. I think it's just warning you that you can't really do anything until the river devil is gone. Well, you can't really go down here. There's also 3 traps over here, and they're kind of annoying, really, because there's only one way to avoid it, and you kind of have to trick enemy... Well, I'll show you that trick in one of the future episodes, but for now we're just going to go through it. And that those little traps right there with the Jerus or the Garus throwing rocks at you, it can really take away your health. So that really sucks. Again, we have some swampland, and it's a little more difficult this time, but it's not that bad. Now up here we have a little bit of a secret. So what do you think is here? A 1-up doll. It's worth getting, though. Maybe that red jar there is there to kind of show you that there's going to be other spots in the future that have red jars? I don't know. Now up here we have a little cave. And where do you think this is going to lead us? Or what do you think it's going to give us, rather? I like how the caves have different patterns now. This one's going up and down, kind of like a sine wave. And at the end of this cave, we have a pea bag. Pea bag. Full of peas. Nope. Full of points. And I'm going to use the magic. So we're now full on everything. And sorry in the last episode if I kind of spoiled what happens when you get 9,000 points at the end of a palace and you already have everything filled out, but oh well. I had no feedback either way about it, so I kind of figured, you know, it's no big deal. Anyways, once we come on, avoid it, avoid it, avoid it. Once we cross the swamp, we get into the forest. And we get these dealers and Garus, and Garus aren't as bad as Rowenia's because, sorry, Daria's. Dara's. Whatever. The enemies here are just so weird and with the names. I mean, I've been playing this game how many years and I still can't keep the names straight. So I guess that goes to show you how important the names are, which they're not. I'm sorry if the commentary is a little lazy today. It's a Sunday, I'm kind of... you know, lazy today. But anyways, here we've got the new town of Katsudo. Or Hidden Town, anyway. And Hidden Town of Katsudo, we'll kind of figure out... not Katsudo, Katsudo. We'll figure out what that means later. But basically, the old town gets invaded by monsters, and they have to leave it behind. I don't like this one right here. We get kind of a freebie with this. A free spell. Let's talk to you. Sorry about that. Alright, so anyways, there's a secret at the edge of town. Alright, let's see what that means. Well, anyways, here we get a magic container. So that's nice that we get a free magic container out of that. By the way, here, there's a little secret that I missed the first time I played it. And this is just telling you about another little secret. And, yeah, don't worry about the jump spell. I was just trying to figure out where it was. Now, I actually looked up some maps as far as the towns went to find empty rooms, and they didn't even cover those secrets anyways. And I didn't know about this until somebody just told me, so thank you. Whoever you are, you know who you are. I don't have your name in front of me, but yeah, thank you for telling me about that. Because I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't. I like how it said, you know, looks like I can get in the fireplace. So there's a little message there. And I think there was somebody saying once that where Link says, look, I found a mirror. That's the only time he talks in this game. He actually talks there, too. So, I didn't know you could actually do that until I was just clicking around. Well, not clicking around. Pressing buttons around in there and just saying, oh, I can do this. So, yeah. Interesting. We'll find out more about that later. That spell that we just got. Because actually, we'll find out about it now. So let's use it. See what happens. And here we get one of the more interesting items, which would have been nice if we had it earlier, but we didn't. And that is the magic key. And the magic key, well, let's just put it this way. In Palace 6, yeah, if you don't have the magic key, you're going to be using Fairy a lot. Because they don't give you a whole hell of a lot of keys in the 6th Palace. And this is telling us what else we need to use the Fairy Flute for. So there's 2 uses for the Fairy Flute, but not many. Might as well get my magic back for wasting it. We can outrun Mr. Portly Man. So now we just go back through here, avoid the Gerus, or Garus. I don't know if it's Geru or Garu. It's a hard G or a soft G or a... I don't know. It's not a silent G. I know that. Maybe it's an OG. Avoid the Tektites, obviously. But I'm really getting a little careless. Yeah, whatever. I like this little lake over here. Kind of reminds me of the lake in the first Legend of Zelda in the middle of the forest, you know? Anyways, here we've got a little bit of a secret. Another key bag. We don't really need points at this point, but, you know, I'll take them. It's better than nothing. Now, remember what that message said about something on the seashore? Here we get our final heart container, so... definitely worth getting. I mean, it's a free heart container. And it's easy to get. Why ignore it, right? In fact, all of the heart containers here are pretty easy to get, so... there's no excuse in avoiding them, unless you're doing a speed run. Now, the 6th Palace is very big, and it's quite a maze, and there's actually one area that has kind of an endless, bottomless pit, but we'll get to that momentarily. And we've got wizards, or wizrobes. Some of the enemy lists mark those as wizards, not wizrobes, but to me they're wizrobes. I mean, you don't really have wizards in a Zelda game, you have wizrobes. Took care of him. Now here's kind of a bottomless pit there. We'll come back to this later, though. nothing here. But we do have Wizrobes to deal with. Ah! This is annoying. Trying to avoid those little fireballs. It's not easy. Especially got Wizrobes coming at you. And then here we've got a room kind of like what we saw in Three-Eye Rock. Not Three-Eye Rock, sorry. That's this palace. I don't know, I just had a graphical glitch there. Weird. Anyways, this is like what we saw in the Island Palace. And this palace is actually quite similar to the Island Palace for one particular reason. And you'll notice that later. It's kind of the same color too. This is kind of a pinkish red versus the red. I like the guarding iron knuckles up there. Speaking of which, guess who we have here? So we have to deal with this guy again, but at this point we should be strong enough that it shouldn't take too many hits to get rid of him. And that's nice. Thanks for your patience today. But here we get the cross, or the Holy Cross, or the Magic Cross, or whatever adjective you want to ascribe to the cross, but the cross makes certain enemies visible. And this will become apparent, no pun intended, well actually pun intended, probably in the next episode. Trying to avoid these wizards here. Wizrobes. Well, I mean, you know. They got robes and they're wizards, so they're Wizrobes. I'm not gonna go down there just yet. I'm not gonna worry about it. Actually, I think that's just a way to come back up if you go the wrong way. I don't know why the graphical glitch is happening there. Don't remember that happening, but maybe I was paying attention to the screen and not the stats up there. Those things hurt, I tell ya. Might as well get some life. These guys respawn, and that sucks. So anyways, this is going to wrap up this episode, so thank you so much for watching, and on the next episode we'll finish off this palace. Have a good day. Goodbye.